dear, you guys, I have just realized I made a mistake. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. We're on the second half of the year for the This is Pantasy Project Pan. This is update number 7, you guys. This is a Fantastic Ladies collaboration. Of course, all of the details about the creator, the links, the prompts, all of that down in the description box below. But it's a rolling project pan. We have a whole bunch of prompts focused on different fantasy creatures. My goal, as always, is to at least work on all of the prompts. We're just going to dive right into everything. We're just going to dive right into everything that I've been working on over the last month. And we still have 2 original prompts from October that I am progressing slowly on. But I do have good visual progress on this first one. This is my dragon prompt, so something that's very large and challenging. This is the Ilia liquid lipstick. Oh my goodness. This is the Ilia color block lipstick in the shade Rosette. You guys, as you guys know from previous months, this was a lot more angled this way. I've been really trying to wear this top piece down, and it's getting down there. It's getting so much lower. It looks like insane progress, but that's because, again, I was always measuring from this point here. So theoretically, it could look like a ton more progress if I just flatten it, but I do want to keep this general shape for application. So I am making good progress on this. It is going. I have reached for this 15 times since my last update, bring me to exactly 100 uses in the project thus far, which is a lot, but there's not much left. I'm optimistic in the next 2 months I will have this lipstick finished off. It is in my bag for work, so hopefully the marks are accurate. However, they will always be underrepresented rather than overrepresented. Next up, you know I was working on this all of last year as well for the prompt of the Cyclops A single eyeshadow. I am working on my inner corner highlight. This is from Covergirl. This is the single in Champagne. This is what we're looking like now. Picture of where I was last time, so you guys can actually like see that progress. This is what I'm looking at now, and I have been focused on just trying to wear down more in here. So I don't think you'll see a whole ton of movement, but of course I alternate. So every month I just focused on wearing more down here. Now for the next month I'm going to work on exposing more of that pan now that I help to wear it down. I am usually wearing this brow bone and inner highlight. I did, because I already had this in my filming room today, so when I retouched up, I just put the highlighter in, which is like the first video you're seeing in like forever that I've done something different in my inner corner, but usually it is this guy here. I don't count uses because I'm using it minimum once a day, sometimes up to 3 times a day, depends how much I'm touching up. Let's move on to exciting stuff, you guys. The Loch Ness monster. So something that has an emboss, a pattern on it. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. You'll see where I was previously. My goal was to use this 75 times because if you have caught my 50 Shades of Brown project, I did roll in another Physicians Formula highlighter in there, but that one's in the shade Golden Bronzer or something like that rather than Bronzer. So I had a goal of 75 uses. This is what I'm looking like now. I've almost cleared out to full side pan on this side. But look at that amazing progress, you guys. I reached for this the remaining 12 times that I needed. I have switched over to the bronzer in 50 Shades of Brown, but I'm looking forward to coming back and finishing this off because there isn't a whole lot of that left. So I have reached for this 75 times over this project, and I'm missing it, but at least I'm still wearing Physicians Formula, so we're okay. For the prompt of the Hydra, so something that you keep panning and panning but never finish. For that reason, of course, it was just a usage goal because, again, you never finish this one. This is probably one of my oldest nail polishes in my collection. This is definitely high school. It could have even been elementary school for me. My goal was to use this NYC long wear nail enamel, which doesn't have a name, 10 times. You can see I'm getting down to here, so it's getting lower. I have reached for it 10 times. It is on my nails today over top of Essie Off Tropic, which is in my project polish. Now, I have a little sneaking suspicion I have used this more than 10 times. but I've only tracked 10. So whatever, we'll call it 10 and maybe an 11, but it's fine. I've met my goal on this one. This was a manicure. I have done a lot recently. I've also put this over, what else have I put over the blue in my project polish, and I think that's all I've done. So it was really a lot of this green because I'm trying to get some more use on the green. But this is a goal met. This will also roll out. This vampire is not working the way I expected it to. The vampire is a blood red object. Because now we're into spring, blood red is more of like a winter color. So I went with this one here. This is the Clarins Lip Mousse in the shade 01. It's a lip whipped cream. It's coming more orangey pink on camera. In person, it looks a bit more red. So I thought this would work, but actually on the lips, it's got one of these applicators, which I'm not a big fan of. It does come across much more like bright pink. So it doesn't really work for this prompt. Sorry, Allie. Yeah. It's kind of one of the problems when you roll something without having used it before. My goal is to use this 50 times. I have reached for this 10 times so far, meaning I still have another 40 uses left to meet my goal. I've got a lot of lip products going on. Oh, yeah, 10 uses at least did make a slight visual difference. We went from this little line to that little line. A long way to go. At least not going to dent with the 50 uses on here, but yeah, this is not the best prompt for the vampire, unfortunately. But I'm going to leave it in because I'm just going to leave it in. So this is where we need to talk, you guys. I have recently realized that I have made a mistake. And it's a reasonable mistake to have made. I'll explain it. I want to take you back to December when I had rolled in. It was the CoverGirl Farewell Feathering Lip Liner. It is in clear. I had rolled this into my project, for the prompt of a Pegasus for a white item because, you know, we got white packaging and it's a clear product, so it looks kind of white. In January, I came back to you guys and told you, hey, I think it's broken. I think it's a dud. I think this isn't working. So I'm going to have to declutter it. And I finally filmed that declutter video. You will be seeing it very soon. Because I tend to leave, like, I wait and stockpile about 5 items and then I film a declutter. And so I'm sitting down to film that declutter. And I'm looking at the packaging, which I'll show you in a moment. And it's reminding me of a lip liner that I rolled into 50 Shades of Brown. It looks like similar packaging. Of course, that was Lancome. This is CoverGirl. I'm like, wait, is this sharpenable? It is. This is a sharpenable lip liner, you guys. I was trying to twist things. Like, this does spin. It's like, mine's broken. Mine doesn't twist up. Because it's not supposed to twist up. You're supposed to sharpen it. Ah, okay. In my defense, and please let me know that I'm not alone in the comments down below. Does anyone else, like, if you've accidentally sharpened something that's supposed to be a roll-up, and then it makes this awful squeaking sound in your sharpener, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I've just ruined it? I've done that before. I have sharpened what was supposed to be something that was retractable, and it looked like something sharpenable. Which is why I was like, well, you know what? If this is being decluttered anyway, I might as well try to sharpen it. Yeah. Look at all that product, you guys. Look at all of that product. So this is the Pegasus. It is going to come back into this project. Now, unfortunately, I had already, because I was trying to prep and get ready, I had already filmed me rolling in the 2 replacement items, water bronzer and for the nail polish topper, at least the rolling in. So I'm going to be going back up to 6 items temporarily until I can work down to 5 because I can bring this back now. It is the Pegasus. We haven't seen it since January, but we're going to bring it back with that goal to finish this. Now, will I be able to do that? Because this is a true lip liner. Normally, my lip liners, I use a full-on lip color. That's what I'm doing today. But we'll have to see how that goes. So that was my oopsies. So if you were like watching that, was what, update 3, and you're like screaming at the camera and screaming at the video, I am so sorry. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. So apologies for that. We're gonna bring that back in now, and we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Deal. Okay. So let's talk about the 2 items that I will be rolling in, because again, I realized this whole Pegasus fiasco after I had done the filming of the rolling. And as you guys are seeing with the help of my Time Decisions app, the first item that I had rolled in was the prompt of the Yeti. The Yeti is a winter or snow themed item, which would have been fantastic a few months ago. But it is now May. So this is difficult because, okay, I was going through like winter makeup. So I'm thinking like grays and silvers for eyeshadows, the blood red vampire lips or red lip. Yeah, I struggled. But something that is wintry, that I have a head start on, that I had in a project recently that I had rolled out, and I said I would get back to it probably next January. This was in my hygiene project, Use It Up, and I have so many body moisturizers going on right now in my hygiene project, Use It Up. It's going to be now, and this is Pantasy and 50 Shades of Brown and Drop 10 by Summer, which is all using up small hygiene stuff. Let's add another one to the mix. At least I'm generous with my body moisturization products. It does align with my goal of trying to work out my body lotions. This is a 2022 one. This is from Bath & Body Works in Frosted Coconut Snowball. Look how wintry this is. Now, Frosted Coconut Snowball, if you're not familiar, frosted coconut, whipped vanilla, sugar crystals, winter freesia, and snow-kissed woods. How are snow-kissed woods happening? It's from all that snow that's fallen on them. So how many times can we say winter with this particular product? A lot. As you guys can see, I didn't use it very much, mainly because I decided, you know what, I'm not a big fan of the scent. So I was there and I did, well, you know, that was one use, so probably, and then I got it down to here. This is where I'm at now. That's how much I have to use up left in this project. I do prefer the body creams. And I mean, it's going to be a little bit annoying to use wintry packaging in May. But, you know, maybe on like colder days, rainier days. This is also going to help me use up whipped coconut milkshake, which also has a coconut scent. So hopefully I can get that used up this month. So it's in the body wash, by the way. And one reason why I'm a little bit less hesitant with rolling this in is because this is also supposed to be basically a dupe of Waikiki Beach Coconut, also from Bath & Body Works, which I also have rolled in to a project right now for 50 Shades of Brown, because, you know, coconut. So it will be interesting for me to kind of like use these side by side and see if they are indeed dupes to my nose, because everyone does say that it is. So I think this will work out. And of course, like, otherwise, it's already dented. I've used maybe like a quarter of it or so. And this is just going to sit till January. So at least I get it used up. So that's going to be my Yeti product. Then the second item I rolled in was for the fairy. And the fairy is a plant or nature themed product. And again, of course, my brain immediately went first, like, let's do more lotion, because I have so many of them. But like, no, rein it in. And we don't need 2 body lotions in this project. Even though we have 2 lip products, that's totally fine. That's different. Totally different. So I instead opted to kind of go through my collection. And I just really want to play with eyeshadow, you guys. So this I am going for because of the packaging, you guys. This is kind of a more recent item from BoxyCharm. I have not used this palette yet. I would like to. I do think it's a little bit more like fall. But you know what? That's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. This is from Ace Beaute. I do like their eyeshadows. This is the Mystic Romance palette. And look at all those pretty flowers all over the packaging. Gorgeous. They do also on the inside, here's what it looks like. They do have a shade named Rose, which is, again, a flower. But because we have the flowers on the packaging, what I would like to do is simply use this palette 10 times. And as you guys know, if you watch my Use That Eyeshadow project, that means using the palette for 10 holistic looks. So what I generally tend to do, right, I might set my lid with a shade. Although I am using a liquid eyeshadow, kind of like a lid primer right now. I'll do something in the crease. I'll do something on the outer V. I'll probably do something all over the lid and have a lovely eyeshadow look. So that's going to be my goal. I want to use this palette 10 times, play with it, see it, love it. Probably decide to keep it in my collection, but you never know. We do have some very gorgeous shades in here that I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play with. Aura, Celestial, Devotion, Starry, Euphoria looks pretty. I love my purples. So this is what I'm going to play with 10 uses. So 10 days of looks. So that's going to bring us to the part of the video where we get to talk about my goals for the next month. Now I'm back up to 6 products, which again, I'm totally fine with. But we are getting into, the second half of this project. The project ends in October. So I would like to bring this back to 5 items. That would be kind of my ideal. So to do, and because I like to have something rolling in and out every single month. So if I want to have something still rolling out next month for you guys, I need to meet my goal on 2 items. And the 2 most realistic, no surprisingly, are the 2 I just rolled in. The body lotion for Yeti. A full body lotion usually takes me about 2 weeks to go through from Bath & Body Works. These are a little bit slower than a body cream. But I should hopefully be able to do it. And then, of course, for the fairy, 10 uses on this eyeshadow palette. So 10 holistic looks. These are the 2 I think I can get a goal on. I just have to really focus on those. Everything else I think is a little bit too far out. Maybe the dragon, but again, I have so many lip products I'm focusing on. So those are going to be my 2 main focuses, so that because I brought the Pegasus back, got a little resurrection item going on there, next month I'll be able to roll 1 new item in. So that's my plan. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one very soon. Have a wonderful day.